can see.
Yeah, I have done these all like multiplication.
Same for me. Even I got the
Uh,
same error.
this one, it's coming like this. When I have done while
Hmm.
statement. Then it gone. I deleted that one, that class also, even though it's coming
One
this.
second. One second. Give me control.
Yes.
Okay. So now, whenever you are running, right? So you
Yeah.
just close all these. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep open only what you want to run. So running if else statement.
No,
Okay.
in starting I have done the output is
Okay.
correct, and
So now
when
you're doing integer 21, age is 21, but you are
yeah,
comparing age is greater than 8, then you are
yeah,
calling eligible to vote.
yeah,
Okay. So now
yeah,
it has to print eligible to vote, right? So that is our.
yeah.
Okay. So let's see.
It worked before. I don't know, after doing this one, it's coming
Okay.
like this. And,
Just close and open. Let's see. Something is wrong with your.
yeah.
Even
So
I got the same error, Shivanand.
yeah, yeah. Let's see.
Let's put slow. Why it's not opening this much slow it is?
Hmm. Might be the tool issue. Okay. So cache or something. Okay. You have to close and reopen. Now it is working. Okay. Okay. So now if you
Mm.
change this 17, so now it will compare and it will not print anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that is how. So it is fine now. So now let's see. But I can try same thing. Okay, what we did.
Yeah, it got fixed for me.
Mobile. This what you have opened the curly bracket is wrong.
Okay. I haven't completed this. I think its error is coming on. So
So this should be instrument below. We'll write another this one. So this one will be supporting. So what we do? So let's start here.
yeah.
So you are telling true, right? So that might be you have to do something. Let's say we'll print.
Hmm.
Okay, integer I is initially zero. So, okay. So here you are printing the statement. Okay, so then
Hmm. Yeah.
and you are just
Why there's an error at the number 3?
yeah, yeah. So that's what, right? So I'm just fixing it. Just look at my screen. Okay. So this section, right? So we are just telling true, right? For true
Yeah.
for what we have to give the condition like I is less than zero or something or greater than zero or something.
Okay.
Okay, so now still showing error. One second. This should not show error actually. This is correct.
Actually, the brackets are the closing brackets are not flower brackets. They are the other brackets. The closing brackets at the bottom.
Okay, good. So it should be flower wicket. Correct. So now the
Yeah.
error is gone. Good. So
Six. Um,
okay, this is one to
one more flower bracket.
Yeah,
In the
three
down.
should at the bottom.
how many open one and two and three. So three more.
Yeah. What is-
Oh, this is
Again, it's coming.
okay. Okay, so now we have to close here. Okay, so now it is open here and we will close it here only.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is exactly we are writing the logic where so
Mhm.
initially I is zero, I is less than zero. So now we are trying to think here. In the line of code we have to close it.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. So let's say just putting greater than 5. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so
less than might work.
uh, so might be like bracket and all those has to be careful and well not to close because this is one open. We have to close it here only, not at the end. Okay, so that,
Okay.
And also, what is equals to, like I a plus b, a minus b is equals to 11. So print the test is pass or test is failed. What is how do we
where
type equals to?
where?
So if a minus b equals to 11,
Mm-hmm.
so print a test is pass, or it is not equals to 11, fail. So equals, double equals to is comparing both,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Ah,
But if I wanted to write equals to, what should I use?
share your screen.
No, I
Once.
didn't try. I didn't write that condition.
Okay, okay, okay. So
So I'm just asking.
we'll come to that. Okay, so we have many things to do. So
Okay.
let's learn some one by one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
there we will use how to use and everything. So equals to everything. So that we will come in later picture. Okay. So
Okay. Okay.
stop your sharing your screen. I'll share my screen. So
Yeah.
okay. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now we have a part of string. Okay. So we have used many times string, right? So let me open my program. So string is nothing but it is a collection of letters. Okay. So in Java, it is used for storing the text.
Yes.
Okay. So it is a collection of characters only, and it is how it is declared by what is the syntax? It is syntax is by the way double quote. Whatever you mentioning inside the double quote, that is a string. Okay. So now let's see how to define this one. Okay. So let's see. So you have to use the keyword as a string. Okay, for that you can write anything. This is a reference. Okay, this is a reference variable. So you can mention anything. You can write your name or as I told, right? So this is a fixed one. Okay, so
Okay.
after that you have to assign this for string. What you want to store? You want to store the hello or anything. Okay, so that is what the syntax of string.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see. I'll go to Java basic programs folder. Then I'll go to SRC. Inside that package, I'll expand. Okay, I'll create a class for string. Under this, I'll create a class program. Okay, so let's see. I will not defaultly use this one. Okay, it will give an error.
Throw everything.
Exactly because we
Because
know
you
that
know.
string string str equal. You can give anything, and we are mentioning. Hello, Prashanti, right? So you can mention anything, whatever you want. Okay. So now you have to end this line of code by using semicolon. So now we know the Java, right? So how to print this line? So we'll use that print system dot out dot println.
Yeah.
This is a method, right? This is a method, and we want to print what we want to print,
Hello.
Method
uh,
anyway.
right? So we will map this one to this
Plus
Okay.
STR. Okay.
in the line. Okay, so now
Yeah.
we have created. So now we are getting a error here. Okay, so might be system dot out dot println. Syntax error expected. Okay. Let me remove this. Let's see. Okay, so we have not used the main method, right? So that is also one more issue. So let's see. I'll run this program. I'm just showing why main method is right. So it didn't go. Previous program has run. So I'll close all this. Okay, so now I'll write as a public static void main method. Okay, then I'll open this. So what is main method? So inside this, see now the error has gone, right? Whenever I write
Yeah.
this line main method, so it has
Yeah.
gone there. Okay, so now I have to close it. Okay, so what it will print, I'll map it to str. I have created object here, right? So
Mm.
it will go here and it will print this one. So this is a string actually. So that is what we are discussing, right? Now it has to print no print function. Okay, it has printed all the line, right? So this is you do not want. You want to print whatever you have written string.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it will print a location, right? This is a string. Okay, and to print this, you can use print this one. So now, how to convert this all letters to small letter? How to find how many characters are there, right? So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Space also it will consider. Okay, so you can consider you can mention as a length, string length, right? So you can see here index of string, index of this one length, right? You can see there.
Yeah.
Just type. Okay, so it will show how many characters are there. Okay, see, 15
Okay.
characters letters are there. How many? One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? So this is to find the, if somebody asks you how to find the length of string, right? Something. So if it is 100, right? So it will find all the length. Okay. This is how you will find it. Got it? That is a method you have to remember. String dot length. 53 characters are there. Okay. So that is about string length. So now we know what is string. String is a collection of characters. It is surrounded by double quotes and ends with semicolon. So now we have a string length, right? You can
Mm.
practice it. Okay, how to
Yeah.
find a string length. So you create a string. What you want to find the length, right? You write anything. So then you
Yeah.
want to print how many are there. So in that you use the length method. Okay, that is what
Okay.
I have given here. String can be found with length method. Okay. So now we have a more string method. So like two uppercase, two lowercase.
Mm.
Okay, that is also you can use it. How to convert to uppercase? Okay,
Mm.
so just use the same only. All letters you can use. We have a method like to uppercase. Okay,
Mm.
so let's see. Ha, you can see here, right? Change it to two lowercase, to uppercase. This is the method. You just click
Mhm.
on it. Okay. So now what is our output? All the letters, all the letters of this string. This is the object. This is the
Mm.
object. It will convert to uppercase. Okay. Run it. Got it? All
Mm.
the letters are in capital letter.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing. How to convert lowercase, right?
Mm.
Same thing. Lowercase only. Instead of upper, can mention lowercase. Okay. I'm just writing in in one only. I'm writing. You have to divide. First, you print the length of the string. One class. Another
Yes.
class is created for converting uppercase. Another class for
Yeah.
converting lowercase. That is for homework. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now all the letters should be in small letter. See here,
Lowercase.
right? So H was so whatever you write it.
Mm.
So Padma is all are capital, right? So now I will convert it to small letter.
Mm.
See here, everything is converted. Okay, this is what I have given in my notes as well. Okay, you can practice it.
Yes.
System.out.println to uppercase to lowercase. This is a method. Okay, so you'll get a output as hello world. I mean, I have given this one. You just type it as. Okay, that is about string. How to
String.
find the position of p or m, right? So there is a again method called index of.
Okay.
Index is nothing but position. That is also you can do it. Okay. Index of what? M. Okay. Now let's see. One second. I am You're just finding that one. And I told you already. So whatever you method are there, so it will start with small letter only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever class name always start with capital letter. That is the Java syntax. This method should work. Okay. So this is not printing. Okay. So we have to do it separately. Okay. So we have to create a something called result equal to what we have want to find it. This is in this we want to find the position of m, right? So here
Mm-hmm.
we have this outside. So here index here method is there. Index of what? So we have to give single quote em.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So okay.
Result should be in quotations, right?
No, no, no. So here we have to call it as a result. We have to initialize.
Okay.
What is this result? Result we are getting in numbers, right? What is the data type? Data type is integer,
Integer.
right? Now we can this, or we can remove this also. Okay, like this. Okay. Just delete it.
System.print.result.
Mhm. Yes. has to print position. So it is taking -1.
minus one. Maybe the M is in capital to put capital or something.
Exactly. Let's see. See
Yeah.
position. So let's see position of H. We know that it is 1, right? 0. Start with 0, right?
Zero.
So let's see E. We will calculate. So that is a good catch, right? So Java is sensitive, case sensitive. We have read that.
Yeah.
So it is a 1.
Yes.
Okay. What we have done, so we have created a string. In that string, we have assigned that object called, this is the line we want to store in that string. So we are trying to get the position of any letter. So that letter number, right? So it is a data type
Number.
is integer,
Yeah.
or you can mention position also. See, okay. So that position number, what you want to create, position equal to. So this is wherever we.
Position spelling is
So okay, that keyword is on the file.
Initializing, you wrote the wrong
yeah.
list.
Where the int portion that one is wrong there. So
Okay, okay. Okay. This is anything. Okay, this can be anything. But data type is all are everything. String is same, right? So we have to mention same. So we will get it. Okay. So output. So we want to find the position. Position data type is integer. So that is why we use the integer. Data type is
it
integer. Okay.
it's sorry. It has to come two right for index in
Number
No, no, no.
number.
It starts with 0, right? So starting is 0.
zero one. Yeah.
Okay,
0.
starting is from zero. Okay.
Okay.
Also, I have a
This.
doubt here. So for integers, we for numbers we use integer for initializing. But here you have given position. It's a string, right? So why you mentioned
No, no,
integer?
no, no, no. No,
The
no, 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 no. See, this position we have written just for reference. You can write your comma.
Reference.
okay.
Okay.
Or you can mention anything.
Anything is
Comma. It is
Okay.
just a reference variable. I'm just creating a reference variable.
For reference, we use integer, or we can use anything.
See, what is your position output? Output is 1, right?
output is
One.
This
integer.
Yeah. Okay.
output data type is an integer. So that is why we have written as an integer. This is a
Okay.
position. This
Okay.
position we are trying to find the this is the object, right? So it is storing this value. This value we are trying to find the index, right? Then I mean position. So then we are printing that position, right? So it will find here position, then it will print this line, entire this line. So by using this reference.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
logically we have to think in that way. Okay, so that is about string. Okay, so now
Hmm.
we have arrays. Okay, again, array is nothing but it is again a collection of similar elements. Okay, let's see how to declare that array. Java array is an object which will contain the element of similar data type. Okay, so what does it mean? It will, if it is a character, it has to correct characters only. If it is numbers, it has to save only numbers only. Okay, so like that. So, okay, arrays will understand what is arrays. This is important. String and arrays are very very important in Java. Okay, so let's say there is a 1 2 3 till 9. Okay, so 1 2 3 9. So what is the first index of array? Is it is a similar, right? So it is similar elements are stored. 1 2 3 means numbers one. Okay. So what is the length? Total 10. What is the first? It will start with 0. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we'll understand the syntax of array, how to declare it. Right?
Mm.
If it is a data type integer, then you have to give a square bracket. Then you can give the any variable name. Right? For why we will give variable name, it will store the value. What we have to write as a 10. You want to store the 10 numbers. Okay. So that number we have to initiate, right? Integer initiate value equal to curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. Okay, you want to store at least 10 numbers, anything 1, 5, 18, 13, anything till 10 only. So this is a list of initial values. So this is the syntax of array. Okay. So you understand, right? So what all details of this? How we will how we will be understanding string. Same thing in this is a different. We will use a square bracket. How many numbers we want to store? What are those 10 values? Right? We have to do it in curly brackets. Okay. So it will advantage of array is code optimization. It will make the code optimized. So not instead of writing very lengthy, you can do it in one line only. Right? So random access and disadvantage size limit. Okay. If you mention only 10, you have to use only 10. Cannot go beyond that. Okay. So we have a types of array. We'll write a
So
program. Sorry.
one second. If we can choose integers or characters, right? If we have uh, the length of the array is 10, so we have to minimize that word.
Ha
Only
ha.
10.
You can write the characters only. If it is a
Okay.
similar. If you are using number, you have to use number only. If you're using
Okay.
character, if you're using float, we have a many data types, right? So we have float, integer, double, and what else?
Yeah.
We have characters, right? So,
If there is a double digit number, it comes
uh,
under one, like one or two character, like how we can take as a
it is
double
one
digit.
only, right? So you got 23. It is an
Then
integer.
yeah.
23. So memory location, you have to read it the Java data types, how it will
So
store. Huh?
yeah.
So that is
So
it will
my
consider
question is
only
like
one. It will consider
so
only one because you have
one.
given
Okay.
1 comma 5 comma 18 comma. So
Okay. Okay.
there is a difference, right? 1 comma 8 is different, comma
Yeah.
without comma 18 is different. So that is how
Different.
it
Yes.
is understood.
Okay.
So we have a single dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
how they will describe? So okay. So syntax they will use the data type, then they have to use the bracket, then array. Okay. So that is how we will declare it or initialize it. Okay. So array and then reference value and data type size. Okay. What how much you want to store? 100, 5, 10, 15. Then that type you have to write. Okay. So now I will write a program for array.
Mm-hmm.
Go to class, create a class, arrays. Okay. I have given class testing the array. Then we have used the main method so that we know. Then we will initialize, right? Integer array. Okay, so then you have to use the square bracket. Okay, now I am storing the. I'm trying to type as 6. Okay, so 6 numbers we have to store. You can store in one line only, or you can use. We know that index of starting array is 0.
Mm-hmm.
Then again array of 1. Okay, so then we know that 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. Since I have given 6, I'll write one more 6. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to assign the value, right? So to store it. To store the value, we have to assign the value. Okay. So this is the syntax, right? So you are assigning first digit is 2. Hmm. Okay, so it is saying as A. Okay. So whatever we have used here, we have to change it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you are just referring it, right? This is a
Yes.
size and we have mentioned here. Okay. So now we will use this line. Okay. For loop. Just I have written a program, not to worry. Okay. Just for understanding logic is very important. Okay. Okay. So let's see what it prints. Be
Actually, it's 6 means 5, right? Integers, 6 numbers.
okay. So it is already 6.
6,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6. So let's see. Ah, right. So whatever we have written, it has written. So it started with 2, then 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Whatever we have mentioned, all are printed. Right? It started with 0, then it went it. That is how we will get it. Okay, that is about array. This is how we can declare, or you can declare in what you call single. What we have used it right above in curly bracket only. I have given one more example here.
Mm-hmm.
Integer a instead of this integer a array equal to okay, so equal to you can use this and we end by this. You cannot use. So what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, it is a duplicate, so that is why. So you can instead of that also you can use it in this way also. Okay, whatever we have written, it has printed. Okay, so
Okay.
anyway, like this or that index wise. So we know that right. So what do you call array length started with first 0, 1, 2, 3 indices then length. You can either way or you can do this way as well. Okay, both the way you can use this way or curly bracket. Okay, you can practice. You can give anything. Okay, try to give and find the error why it is showing error. Okay, so that is about arrays. Okay, so
For
we'll come to how sorry.
for arrays, we can take characters as well, right? So,
You can take ABC or anything,
okay,
but you have to change the data type.
okay,
Right. So here you have to use
char. Okay. So we can use one word as one, right? So it's like how you took as VH as one.
that is also you can take it.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. You can take in that
Yes.
way or you can this way as well. One, two, three, four as well.
Okay. Okay.
I think characters is not allowed, I guess. But try it, okay? So let's see.
Okay.
So now we have a next topic, function. Function nothing but method, right? So we have used many methods,
Yeah.
right? To print the method to anything, right? So to this is also one method. This is also one method. So that is what method we call it as a function, right? So it should be mentioned inside the method, inside the class. How it will be? This is our class. The function always inside the method.
Okay.
Okay, so where we have written this. Okay, so like how we have written to lowercase, to uppercase, to length, all these are function. So it will perform the some function, right? So what is it will perform? It will show the length, total length of character. It will show the uppercase. It will convert. It is doing something that we call it as a function.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we call it as a function, nothing but it is a methods. Okay, so let's say there is a class called main. Inside that we are using the static void foo. That is a method. Method how will declare? You will close the bracket, simple bracket. Okay, so that will do something.
Mm.
Okay, so here static means it belongs to the class, not a specific to the instance. Okay, so we have consider here static is a nothing but it will not change. It will belong to the class. This is a keyword in Java.
Mm.
Okay, so void means it will not return any well. Let's say I'm removing all. Okay, except print. Okay, okay. So, but still we have not initialed anything, integer, data type, anything. But we're just directly telling print. That is
Yeah.
why void. It will not return anything. It will not consider anything initialization. Whatever you have written, it will print it. We have not given any reference or we have not given any object, right? So it can be single value or anything, right? So it will return itself to exit the code, right? It will go here and it will print. All these are important. Public means it is a anyone can access. Static means it is a keyword. It will belongs to the your class. Void is a like a keyword again. It will not return anything. Void nothing but null. Even though if you are not mention anything initialization, it will consider and it will execute the line. So main method is a what do you call main method. Without this, Java will not execute any line of the code. Okay, that is how they have built it, the code. Okay, so there are three types of functions here: computational error, like functions, manipulate, function, procedure, functions, right? So this will
Mm.
computational will perform the mathematical operation like adding what you call
Yeah.
division, right? So that is what manipulation. You are trying to change something 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 something. Okay, procedure it will mostly inbuilt functions. Okay, like we have a inbuilt function of convert to uppercase, lowercase. Those are inbuilt in Java by default. You write it, it will show an error. Like see here, I have not given anything, but I will give first letter. It should give an hint,
It has to come pop up. Okay.
right? Ha.
Mm.
So that is what. So these are all inbuilt. It will coming from library, which we
Oh.
have downloaded. Okay. So not to worry on functions. It is just anything it will print it. This is one function. Okay. Calculate the Celsius. In that we are taking the real temperature Fahrenheit. We are declaring a real Celsius. Then you are assigning that Celsius. This is a reference to Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 divided by 90. This is a formula to calculate the temperature. Okay. If calculate Celsius function is called, right? So this is what we are showing inside the simple bracket. So this is our function. Okay, inside that function, you are telling you have to calculate the real whatever the temperature you have, right? Right. So inside that, you have to call it. Then you have to call like you have to how to calculate. You should know formula. You should know. Then only you will calculate the real. It will calculate automatically. The tool itself will calculate. Okay. So there are many functions are there. Display result or the what you call convert it to uppercase, lowercase. All those are functions only. It will perform some operating. Okay, so let's take one example for this. So we are telling integer data type 30, it is storing, x is storing 30. So here y is storing 70. So we know that integer z value output should be in number only. So that is why we called here and we have given z, it will store the value of x plus y. It is adding. So then it has to return how much? 100, right? So here you can give integer add what you want to add test dot add method is there or function, it will add instead of using x plus y you can use dot add like how we have used here dot to lowercase to lower to uppercase to length, right? Dot like dot length method like that. So it will if you use this it will give the result. So I just copied. Then here, okay, so it's already there, or I'll remove that. So let's do this only. So so we have to use main method. Okay, we got the value of sum is 100. So it is performing addition. Okay, so they have created class name return type test. Okay, so our class is was different. So I have given this line that was that is why it was showing an error. So initially they what they have insert like written as a add. Okay, they're trying to add. Okay, this is a method. So these are the value they're trying to add, and they have created this reference object of return type. Then they're telling add equal to test dot add. Okay, so then they have to like because this is a method, it will calculate here only, right? So it will calculate what it will return z, right? These two value already here only by this time, it is already value how much 100, right? This will add here only. So this 100 they will display here.
Mm.
Okay, so that is how they have written that one. Okay, you can use simple or this is also. So that is our function. Okay, not to worry on that. So it is kind of a method only. So whatever you write in simple bracket, so it will perform some task. That is our function. So the now next topic is object-oriented program one. This is a model 4. So far we have completed 3 modules. Okay, so let's see what all it is there. Okay, so so object-oriented. Okay, so what is object-oriented? Nothing but it is a procedural program is about to writing the procedure or method that will perform the operation on data while object oriented about to create a object. So what does it mean? So it is a step by step procedure, right? Writing the methods, right? Function. Okay. So it, and data types on the data. What data, string, arrays, right? Integer, everything. So it will create a object. You have created object, right? So let's see what is the object here in string. In string, this is the object. String str is a object we have it created. Then for that object in Java they will call it as a object. Okay, so object oriented nothing but like we'll understand more on that what is object. Okay, I'll take you one example here. I'll remove all. Okay, so there is a car. Okay, let's say vehicle is there. Okay, so vehicle let's take as a class. So what type of vehicle we have? Car, motorcycle, or bike is also is there. So all these are part of vehicle, right? Do you agree? Or I'll take fruits. Fruits is a class. Inside that fruit, mango is a fruit, grapes also is a fruit, orange also is a fruit, etc. Right?
Mm.
So whatever is a mango, grape, these are the object, right? This is a class. So this is a concept of in Java. Whatever it is a part of class is nothing but it is a object.
Mhm.
Okay. So that we call it as a object in Java. Okay. So whatever we class is nothing but it is a part of it will show the behavior of object. So we will whatever inside that right inside the class we call it as a objects. Okay. So that is what we call it as a object. Java is a object oriented language. Okay. Object oriented OPS means object oriented program is a faster and easier to execute and to provide the clear structure right one by one. So what is this? What is this? How we will print it? Everything right?
Mhm.
Everything. So it will give detail about logic. So this is what procedural. Okay, structure. So it will make so possible to create a full reusable application. So with the less code and so like a shorter development time. So okay. And for the tip, do not repeat yourself. Okay, do not read don't write the same line again and again. That is not a good practice. Okay, instead of doing the repeating it. Okay, use a single place to reuse it. So what does it mean? Let's say. So here I have given is a integer a equal to 10. Okay, again I will write a integer b equal to 11. But instead of doing it, you write it in one line only. Integer a comma b equal to 11. Right, in one line only. So that is what it says in the principle of Java. Okay. So now let's see what is the classes and object are two main aspect of Java programming, right? Object oriented programming. So without these concept, we cannot write any program. Okay. So these are very important. So in order to write any code, we have to create a classes, right? So we have created classes, all the classes, right? You got it. Inside that class, we have written the code.
Yeah.
Okay. So object are two main aspect of Java. So here the class is put. If the object are mango, apple, you can create any object, n number of object. Similarly, if the class is car, you have to write it the Volvo, Benz, right, Suzuki, anything. So those are
Mm.
the objects in Java. Okay. So that is how the Java will understand and they will write the output.
Mm.
Okay. So we'll understand more on object and classes. Okay. What is object? Java is object oriented. What we want to show, like, what is object?
Object is rule
So object
automatic.
is
Part.
okay. It is a
Automatic.
part of class. Correct. Exactly.
Yeah.
What is class? Class is a it is a blueprint for object.
Okay.
Okay. Let's understand everything in Java associated with classes and
Mm.
object. I already told. Along with the attribute and methods. I told you what is
Okay.
attribute and method, right? So add. So like we have written here. This is okay, and then okay, I'll take another one data type student. Okay, so let's say we have given here string. Okay, string is this. Okay, and we have assigned this reference is attribute or value, right?
Okay.
This is
Mm.
one. So we have used a if method, right? Within that method, it will perform, it will compare, right?
Yeah.
So method will it will ended by simple bracket. Within that, you can mention that, right? For
Yeah.
comparison. So any one program is associated with class, object, attribute, and methods. Okay,
Yeah.
entire program they will be playing around these four elements. Okay, example in real life, car is an object. Okay,
Mm.
it has a attribute such as weight, color, right? Okay, so it will show what is color and everything. But methods is nothing but what it does. It will drive, brake, clutch
Mm.
with functioning.
Function.
We call it as a
Function.
method.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. So you'll create a class. To create a class, you have to use the word as a class, right? So it has used public class. Okay. Public class. What is the class? Class name. So we have given a students,
Yeah.
right? So that is how it will create it. Okay. So let's say I'll use it. Give a So we are writing it. So Java class, right? You can see here Java
Yeah.
class. That class we have to give the name of the class. You can give anything. Okay. So first letter should be letter, so that we consider. Then we will use the name method. Okay. So this is our class. Okay. So in that you have to create a name like a main without with the variable x. Okay. So this is a public class main. Okay. Inside that we will initialize. So integer x equal to 5. This we have already discussed initially, right? So I'm just repeating again how exactly you can create a class. So now we have created a class, okay, in this class. So now we will create a object. So object is created. So once
Yeah.
in Java, an object is created from the classes. We have already created a class so with the
Mm.
name as a name. Now we will use the create a object by using the keyword new,
Mm.
right? So I have given here a string, right? So what? Okay, not here. Where we have used new keyword. I think we have used in Java not synonym launching the URL, right? So that we have used a new keyword, right? So new Chrome driver. So how will initialize? How will create a object by using the word keyword as a new,
Yeah.
right? You have to use the word new. That is what the object is followed by name and use the keyword. Okay. So public static void main method. Okay. So inside that you will create a main. Okay. So I'll go to back to that program. Just close all these. Okay. 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 So they have created a class name as a main. So like how we have created this, right? So Java class. This is our class name. Inside that, they just written as a data type. We know that Java it will include class, attribute, method, and object, right? So now we will write main my object equal to how we'll create a object by using the new keyword, right? This is the new keyword. So this is a main and main. Okay. So then you are telling system.out.println of x,
Mm-hmm.
right? So whatever this is a class, this is a class. You have for this class you have created object. Okay, that object. Okay, you have given a name my object. That object dot you are referring x. What is x is 5. This is a logic. Okay, it has written 5.
Okay.
Okay, here it is coming this console is coming here. Okay, so that is what. So this is how we will create a object. So whatever we have written, all are object only within that class. All are object. You can create n number of object one, object two, object three, right? By using the keyword as a name. Wherever you see, that is object. Okay. So we have a next. We have a using multiple classes. Okay, you can also create a object of classes and create a access to another classes. This often used for better organization of classes. In one class, you have will write a method and attributes. In the other class, you will hold the object. Okay, so let's see how they have written. Okay, so I'll close this. Multiply classes. Okay, how we'll refer. So let's say, so I'll create a one class. Okay, so here I'll give as a main. Okay, so now they have created a class main. Okay,
Mm.
so it's coming like this. Multiple windows. Okay, please close all these. Okay, main is a class. Inside that, I will refer x equal to 5 or 10. Okay, this is separate classes I have written. I'm not telling anything. I'm just writing a method and variable and data type. So another classes, what I'll do, I'll create a one more classes for creating the object. So that is what multiple classes. So what they have written, so they written class second class. So in that they will use main method because you want to run that method, right? To run it, you should have a main method to execute the program. Inside this method, they are creating a object for that classes. What we have classes, right? Right. So it is already taking from here this class. So then you are telling system dot out dot
Oh God. Tell.
println. So this is the method. So what we are trying to print, my object dot x. So where x is coming from another classes, right? But still we cannot see. You're just doing it by dividing multiple classes, right? It has written 10, right? So this is what you can create a multiple classes, but you can write it something like that, or you can one class only. So that is how developer, if the program is very big, they will divide it, creating a data type, they will keep it in one class, and for printing or doing the operation, they will do it in another classes, right? Using the main method. Okay, that is our multiple classes. Okay, you can also do it. Okay, just for homework, which I showed in Java class method. Okay,
Can
so
we can we stop? It's getting confused with all this.
tell me what you confused.
No, no, like it will be too much for one day. Like, so can we stop here and
Uh,
we can.
no worries, no worries. Okay. So I'll share this notes. Okay, just only thing you have to practice it and try to understand the logic only. That is enough. Okay, because all are these are very procedural, right? So that is how you have to write it like that only. You cannot do anything. So you have to remember it. Okay. So why it is system, why it is out, why it is print? Because that is how the Java is built, right? So without
Mhm.
that, it will throw an error. Okay. So what is method? I what I told you. So method option also called. So method is nothing but it will close with simple parenthesis. So whatever it is written within this, we call it as a method, right?
Mm.
So we have written as a system.println. We are not written, but you have completed with simple parenthesis. That is only method. So it will do some operation. So that is the definition of method. Okay, so you can practice it. Okay, so then we will discuss about variables. Then local variables, that is also, those are very simple. Static dynamic variables and instance variable. So like how we will go one by one. So we'll understand more on that. So what is inheritance as a multiple polymorphism, right? So all those concepts are there in Java. It is good to understand. Okay. So after that we will go for real time automation. Okay.
Okay.
Using, and also we have many things to discuss. So let's catch up tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stop here.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay then. So bye bye.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. See. Thank you.